would like you to hit the like button at the beginning because every time you hit the like button, you are letting YouTube know that what you are seeing and hearing is edifying for you so it can be shared with others. That's why hitting the like button is so important. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing to the channel.
It had to happen. Your title was so powerful. When I read the name of your ministry, it had to happen.
Let's welcome our host, Erica Wilson.
Great day, everyone. We're here live today with the girl, Erica Wilson, and it had to happen for our Monday Night Madness, a special edition, y'all. We have two amazing guests that's going to be on tonight. But let me go ahead and bring in my sissy, the beautiful Sandra Perryman. Welcome.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Look, we both had a win yesterday.
Yes, we did.
Listen, I was a little scared, that boy, but I have to go with home team. You already know. But let's go ahead and tell a little bit about our topic on tonight.
All right. PINkFanFur is a registered trademark and persona for superfans. PINkFanFur is also a member of Carolinas SuperFans United, CSU. PINkFur is a custom design studio that engages in sewing services, namely custom construction, stitching, tailoring of custom clothing, and custom items for sports fans. We are taking orders. Get your free consultation. Email us at PINkFanFur@gmail.com at PINkFanFur. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to follow us for more engaging content. Until next time, stay active and stay connected.
So without further ado, guys, let me introduce to some and present to others the beautiful PINkFanFur. Welcome.
Hey.
Hello, ladies.
Oh my God!
How are
Can you
you?
guys see how cute she is, Sissy? Do
I
you see that?
see.
Hello, Erica. Hello, Sandra.
Hi, how are you?
Great. Thank you so much for this invite. I'm excited.
We're excited to have you, PINkFanFur. Let me tell you something. When I saw her costume, Sissy, I was like, oh my God, we definitely have to invite her on just to see. And I was telling her, I don't know if you heard of, I never heard of a super fan before.
No.
Me. We've been in the league years and we never.
Wow. All I can say is, wow, what?
Well, you guys do it big, though. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
A little bit about myself. I am a super fan, Carolinas SuperFans United. We've been in existence for about 2 years, but we've been super fans for years and years and years. And we have our own private group as well. We just got our merchandise going, and we are actually we promote non-bullying, we promote community and family and fellowship. And so we always try to just be a family and invite everybody out who's coming to the games, to our tailgates, and just have fun. It's really just about unity and having fun and just being together and enjoying the game. Doesn't matter win, lose, or draw. We're just one big family. And so I've been a super fan. I've been a Carolina Panthers fan since 1998, when I think Eric Davis came over to the club. I was in the military at the time, so I was in the Army. And so basically I didn't get a lot of time to go to games and all those kinds of things. So of course we had to watch them on TV back in those days. And so really it wasn't really until like the tail end of my military career that I started like gearing up to start my own business, providing super fan costumes and doing the makeup and the hair and all those things. So really, when I retired in 2022, I actually started up PINkFanFur, and I said, let me go ahead and register this and start this business up, because I didn't realize it. I started out like maybe 2012. I started putting on a little makeup here and there, a little glitter here and there, little, just little things like jerseys, just kind of. And then I started seeing people dress up, and I have a lot of mentors that I've seen. Matt Caddy is one of my biggest mentors. We've got a lot of mentors that has been inspired me, and we always try to inspire each other, try to just, up your fan game and just show your team spirit. So I really just started upping my fan game. Really, to be honest, when I went to the draft in 2023, I was doing some things here and there, but I really saw a lot of fans that was in different personas and things like that. And it really just inspired me to just kind of just go with the flow. And it really changed my entire life when it came to being a super fan. I thought I was the number one fan of the Carolina Panthers, but now I am a super fan of the Carolinas, and I'm loving every minute of it.
Oh my God. First of all, like I told you in the green room, thank you for serving. Thank you so much for serving. But just Sissy, to hear how long she said it's been around, and she just started out with, a tad bit of makeup, and then it just, I guess expanded to this. Like, I don't know, we can't see everything, but she have on a big necklace and show us one time. Look at there.
Carolinas SuperFans United. Carolina SuperFans United right here. Yes, this is just a downgrade of what I really do. This is just a small thing. So when you see me in person, you'll see me and a lot of other super fans that we fellowship with each other. They go all out. And so if you ever go to the draft, like, this is where all the super fans go. I didn't realize that, because I didn't get to go to a draft until 2023. And then when you see all these like super fans dressed up, you're like, OMG, I want to be like them. It's just so motivating and inspiring, just like, motivating your group, you're incorporated. It's a motivating thing. So
yes, you have Anthony Johnson says, dressed to impress.
Okay. Hello, Anthony.
Great evening, nephew. Great evening. But man, so we see that you have PINkFanFur going on, right? But what made you get into the designing of the costumes for everyone?
Well, like I said, I just retired in June of 22. So I've been deployed a lot. I've been in the military for 20 years. And so I've been kind of collecting some things as I go. When you go into these places, you see stuff and you're like, it's like this, it's always on your mind as far as like creating. I'm a very inspired person, and I'm just a creator. And it's like, when I look at stuff, I can just try to figure out what I can do with it. And I always want to look, I want to look glittery and I want to look shiny too, because I know what my vision looks like. But then what inspired me was I wanted to do something I love to do, because, as entrepreneurs, we need to do something you love. You have to have the passion to do it, and you have to do the research to do it. So I did all of those things. I did a lot of I attended a lot of classes to be able to, do your business and going into business and being an entrepreneur through a lot of those military channels. But what inspired me to create the costumes and the makeup and the hair is just when I started doing it myself. And I said, I didn't really know that this was a thing, And so it is a thing. And I think that it's a market for it. It's a very small market, but us super fans, we know the deal. So I was inspired to just create my own business and call it PINkFanFur, goes with the Panthers. I wanted to, so PINkFanFur, and that's what I named it. And then so I'm just inspired to inspire other people who want to just not be so afraid and just step out on faith and just go with it. Because there's a lot of fans out here that really want to be, they really want to up their game. They really want to do something. They really want, because we get a lot of like people want to take photos and things like that with us. They just love the super fans. They love the super, especially kids. Kids love the super fans. So bringing miles of smiles is really what I want to do and make change. And just, if I can change one person, one costume at a time, one makeup set at a time, one hair, I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to inspire other people to go out and show their team spirit. And so I put my creativity to work, and we just let the sewing machine do the work.
Well, my sister,
I have a question. How did you come up with the name PINkFanFur?
Okay. So growing up, I loved Pink Panther. Copyrighted Pink Panther. I don't own Pink Panther, but we all grew up watching Pink Panther. I just was so in love with the Pink Panther, and I actually had a motorcycle that I painted pink, and it was a Pink Panther motorcycle. But also when I was riding motorcycles, people used to call me Pink because I had a pink motorcycle. So then I said, well, I'm trying to incorporate the word Panther and pink. So I had to have the word pink, and I had to have Panther. So I said, Pink Fan. So I just brainstormed a lot of different names that I could use, and that's how I actually came up with it, because it's a combination of the Pink Panther and me being a fan as well as the Panthers. So there you go.
wow.
Okay.
So unique. But my sister, she's great with her hands too, and she does the decor. But she beautifies the place. I see you beautify the body. But you both are creative. I don't have time for it at all. But Sissy, can you tell, like from a creator's point of view, can you kind of like pick her brain a little bit and see how it is to be able to come up with all of these costumes? Because there has to be some type of method to it, right?
Well, basically for me, and it's basically what she was saying too. I heard her say, we just sit back and visualize what do you want to create. And for me, I don't know about you, but for me, I like to be unique and different. So I have to sit there and think about what it is that I want to create, and then just put stuff together like, will this look like this, or how would this look if I do it like this? So it's like really like a strategy, like a jigsaw puzzle. You put it down, and if it don't look right, you pick it back up. This piece don't go here, so no, I can't put this idea with that. So it's basically you're just putting your ideas all together. And for me, I hate to say it, I'm like a procrastinator. I get my ideas mainly at like the last minute, because when I plan, when I have enough time to do it, I have an idea, but then when it gets closer, I just completely change it, and then it's like, wow, that's the look that I'm looking for. So I don't know if you're like that, but it's just basically gathering all your ideas and trying to create something that someone else doesn't have, that'll give you that pop. So
that's correct. Yeah, that's very similar to how I do. I'm a very creative and intuitive person, and so I'm always trying to figure something out. Like I have that kind of a brain, like I'm trying to figure something out, and how can I use this, or how can I use that? And then I have this vision for myself as far as how I would like to look. I want to be different, because I'm not like everybody. I'm different, and I've always been different as far as the way I dress and things like that. And so when I go in places like craft stores and stuff like that, or I look around, I might spend 2 hours in the craft store just looking at things that I can use. I don't care what it is. If I can use it and try to put it on somebody's person and create this persona, I'm going to use it. And of course, everything inspires me. I can be driving down the street and see some trees and say, it's really just like this having this real open-minded intuitiveness, like imagination. And Einstein said that if you don't use your imagination, it's going to go to waste. So I'm a big Einstein fan. So It's really just a matter of what's going to look good and what do you think is going to look good on you. But you have to go with your vision for the most part. I started collecting a lot of things before I retired, probably 5 years out. Believe me, I have a flea market over here. I'm working on my studio. Got to get all this stuff and take all of these things out of these crates, from ribbons to shoestrings to 550 cords to paint to glitter to lights to this to that. So you really have to have a vision as to how you want to look.
Yeah.
And since I'm all about bling and, I like the bling, anything that shines bright, I love it. And I like bright colors. But I want to be inspired to other people. And if they tell me what their vision is, because sometimes people don't know what they they envision. Right. And so that's where we have to come in as professionals, paraprofessionals, to say, well, what do you imagine yourself looking like? What do you imagine yourself going as and representing your team with the highest team spirit? And sometimes you just have to help people out regarding what they like, what they enjoy, what they think makes them feel good. And so that's where I come in at, and I give consultation for anybody who's interested. But I would say for anybody looking to become a super fan, just have a vision of how you would like to see yourself look. You don't want to look like everybody. You want to look like you. And so that's what inspires me to go with the miles of smiles.
Whew. Well, I want to know how long it take you to get dressed.
Oh man, I get that question a lot. And like I said, this is a watered down version of me going out, but everybody always stops me and asks me that. Oh, wait, how long did it take you to do your face? Because this face right here is a very watered down face. And the costume and everything. It takes me about 3 hours. On game day, I'm going to get up about 6:30 in the morning. Just, because a super fan, like you said, Erica, if you're not early, you're late. In my mind, if you're not an hour early, you're late.
Yeah.
So I have to get up and make sure I got everything squared away, which I do that at night. You get everything squared away, your makeup, all your glitter and your glam, you get it laid out. But if you want your face to look really good, you have to spend time on it, because you have to have precision and you have to have a lot of light. So it takes time. And I love it. I love doing it. I'm going to start recording myself and doing the makeup, because I just haven't done it yet. But yes, it takes about 3.5 hours.
Wow. Well, Sissy, that nephew was once over at the Panthers.
Yes, and they play the Panthers on Sunday.
Yes,
really?
We play you guys. Yes, we do. Home opener for the Panthers.
Home opening for the Panthers.
Oh my God! Wow. Well, let's see what PINkFanFur looks like, Sissy. Because when I say she go all out, and this is the only pictures I have, but I'm just gonna give you guys a little taste of what she looks like. Here we go. That is just one. Oh my God. Do you see the pom-poms of the shoes? I love the pom-poms. And the heavyweight bill. You see that? Oh my gosh. And here's another. Now, what? Okay.
Wow.
That's Mad Catta right there with the military salute the service day. And that's Reaper, Carolina Reaper over here behind me. And those are two of the super fans, just two of them, just two now. We've got hundreds, but those are just two of those in that photograph.
Wow. And who's this beautiful lady?
That beautiful lady is one of our fans, and her name is Miss Reese.
Oh my God. As you can see, guys, she go all out. And I do have a small clip of her. It do not have any sound, guys, but just you have to see this. You just really have to see this right now. Hold on 1 second. Here we go. So PINkFanFur, tell us all about this video that you put together, how one can get in contact with you if they want to see you. Want to have a costume made.
They can visit me on my social media platforms, send me a message. Also, they can email me at pinkfanfur@gmail.com. As well as visit my website, pinkfanfur.com.
Sissy, we should have had us an outfit made for the tailgate part.
That's why I'm sitting here saying, wow.
I got you.
Every game you wear something different. I like that.
That part right there.
Every
Wow.
game.
Every
Wow.
single game. Nobody really knows what I'm gonna come showing up as. Like, what is PINkFanFur gonna show up as today? But nobody really knows because I don't have any kind of one thing that I do.
Right.
They know I'm gonna have my makeup, on fleek. That's about it.
I love it. You heard what she said. Sissy
On
on
fleek.
fleek.
Well, look, I
Back to
can
the old
only
school.
imagine what the opening game day you're gonna wear.
It's a secret.
You have to share it with us after you take the picture, though. After you have to send it over,
Yes.
you have to share it with us. Oh my God!
Opening
New
game day,
chain.
I
I'm wearing my
know
new chain.
it's gonna be everything.
Look.
Wow.
I'll be wearing my new chainy.
So that's a new chain. Do you
Yeah,
make
this
new
is-
chains for each game?
No, ma'am. I don't make the chains. Now, mind you, I could probably make the chain, but I usually buy my chains off of different people who make the chains because a lot of people are so talented. They make chains, hat. Now, my hat right here, compliments of Mad Catta. He made this for me a couple of years ago. So we have a lot of talented individuals in our super fan groups, and so each one of them have their own niche. And so I got this chain from a young man that is a Browns fan. And so, like I said, I got a combination of some of the accoutrements that several fans have made for me, but for the most part, my costume, my makeup, and my hair, yours truly, do it all handcrafted.
Well, I tell you what,
Wow.
if you ever need
Amazing.
some Crocs, some blinged out Crocs, since you like the bling, 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 my sissy is the one. She
Oh,
makes some
really?
amazing,
Wow.
yes, she makes some amazing Crocs. Do you have any, sissy, to show?
I don't have a pair right in front of me.
I'll go get mine. You guys talk, I'll go get mine.
But yes, I do the NFL Crocs. So actually I was in the process of trying to do some Charger Crocs.
Oh,
But I just haven't started yet.
okay. Well,
Because
you
I'm
got
torn
time.
between making
You
the
got
Crocs
plenty
or
of
making
time.
sneakers.
Now, see,
But
I could take a pair of Crocs too and bling it out, but I would definitely let you bling out a pair for me.
And I definitely would love to.
I would
definitely
sport
would
them
love
out
to.
and be like, yeah, Sandra Perryman made these for me. Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes, yes. I need you to make me a Chargers outfit.
You just, we got to talk about it. You tell me what your
Yes,
vision
we
looks
do.
like.
I
We
would.
draw it out and we make it happen. You
I
know
would.
what? We're so powerful. We can make anything happen. We can do anything. Really, we can. If we
And
put
it's
our minds to anything, we can
Yeah.
do it. If you can see it, write it down, take a picture of it, put it in a message in a bottle, text message it to somebody, imagine it. You can do it. You can just make it happen.
Exactly.
Y'all know I work for my sissy. I had to run all the way down them stairs, 18 stairs, to get these Crocs. But they're beautiful. I love what you said, though, PINkFanFur. If you put your mind to it and you come together, you can do anything. Y'all, I'm out of breath. Woo! But let me show you my Crocs. They're not NFL. However, she know that I love Louis Vuitton. So here we go.
I'll go get mine.
Go
I'll
get
go
yours.
it.
And
Okay.
here's mine, PINkFanFur.
Oh, those are beautiful.
And my grandkids call me Bella, so she put the Bella on there.
Those are absolutely gorgeous.
She know I love to pray, so she put Psalms 91 on there for me.
All right. Amen.
So here she go. But I'm telling you, she makes not just the Crocs now. She also does the the Converse. So she do them as well. But you'll see the team when she come back. Let's see what the audience is saying. Oh, hey, niece. Hey. So PINkFanFur, tell me this. All right. Say for instance, I heard you say the things that you want to look at you, the things that you want to put out there. And one of the things I heard you say, because our next guest coming on, she'll be talking about bullying as well. So what is one of your messages that you want to get out before we show the Crocs?
One of my messages about bullying is that it has such a profound impact on people mentally and physically. I mean, it really just, especially the kids, we are part of these anti-bullying campaigns and we do not stand for it. It has such a profound impact on your mental capacity, when you're children, and because some children can just be downright mean. And what we want to teach is that you don't have to be mean. All you have to do is just be kind, because they don't really know that the impact may, last for years, and it takes you into your adulthood and, early adulthood and late adulthood. It affects how you see the world. It affects your decision making. It affects everything that you do for the most part, because it's a traumatic event.
Correct.
And my message is that you don't have to be a bully to anybody, because it has such an impact on people. I think that if there's a reason why people are bullying, the reasons are that people who are bullies, they can be children or adults, of course. They can be corporations, they can be businesses, they can be entities, they can be governments. So anyone who engages in that type of behavior, I feel like they have some kind of internal issues with themselves. No matter if it's unresolved or what, it's some lingering unresolved issues that they have. And so they just have this propensity to want to make themselves feel better in some kind of way. I'm not sure, but it just has an impact on the person who's the receiver of the bullying. And it's not a good thing, because it's not going to carry over well in a person's adulthood. My message is just, if you need help as a bully, get the help. If you need help as a bullyee, if that's a word, the recipient of the bullying, please get some help. We do have, 988, which is the National Crisis Line. Anybody can call that 24 hours a day.
Right.
988, the National Crisis Line, as well as utilize some of the organizations and nonprofit organizations and faith-based institutions in your area to seek help, and tell somebody.
Yes.
Tell somebody. That would be my message.
Yeah.
That is it. So before we jump into the next thing, we have someone said, what's she supposed to be up? Come on in, Shani, come in. She says, I need a pair of the No Bully Zone Crocs. So you need to get her some Crocs, sissy.
I got you.
I had her someone for the event this weekend when we honor her. Oh, that would have been amazing. But show her your team.
So this is when
can't see it because you have the
background.
Put it like, yeah. There you go, right there.
Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
Perryman, like it. I need a pair of roll tide ones. Roll tide, that's right.
Wait a minute now.
What do you mean, wait a minute? Now, I'm a Roll Tide fan. I'm a Roll Tide fan, Carolina, University of South Carolina fan, Carolina Panthers fan. So Roll Tide. Make me a pair of those, please, Miss Sandra.
I got you.
Okay, she got, but
yeah.
Love it. Okay, so how did you become a Roll Tide fan? Do you go all out? Do you go all out for them too?
No, ma'am. How I became a Roll Tide fan is I grew up and I was raised in Alabama. You know, I wasn't born in Alabama, but I was raised in Alabama. Went to school there, high school, college, some college I did there, and so we grew up Alabama fans. And when I go to the games, very few. I may do one a game a year. I don't usually go all out, but I usually put my red hair in, and I'll put some, I'll have some glitter on somewhere, but I'm not going to go super all out. I haven't started doing that yet because it just, being a super fan can be expensive.
I can imagine.
So that's how I became a Roll Tide fan.
Wow.
And of course, the University of South Carolina women's basketball team and the national champions, I attended and graduated from the University of South Carolina grad school. So that's why I am forever to thee.
All right. Congratulations.
Awesome. Thank
you. PINkFanFur. She's doing her thing, sissy. So listen, if you have a super fan or have someone that want to become a super fan, can you kind of like give them some words of encouragement that kind of like let them know, like, yes, maybe start out slow, or however you want to give them, just give them some words of encouragement if you have someone that's under the sound of your voice.
Like I was saying earlier, there's probably a lot of people out there that really want to do it. They just don't know how to do it. they just, sometimes people just don't have that creative niche, but sometimes they just need to ask. And when they start asking you a lot of questions about your outfit and your makeup and your hair and how long it took, that's a sign right there. That's a sign that you gravitate to, and you kind of pick their brain. And so you go in and you just ask them, well, what would you like to envision yourself being? You know, what team do you represent? What kind of team spirit would you want to display while you're out there, you know, cheering for your favorite team? And I would encourage people to just go for it, because you know, we're only here for so many years on this earth. We have no idea if we're going to be here tomorrow. So it's like, why not go and just go and do it and have fun? It's all about good fun, really, fun, fellowship, and unity. And so it's very exciting. When a lot of people come to the games, they enjoy the super fans. You guys know that they sort of gravitate towards the super fans because they like taking photos and getting those ops and videos and things like that. But really, it's about the fun and fellowship and just cheering for your team at the highest capacity. So I would always encourage people to just step out in faith and do it, because it's something that I've been imagining myself doing for years. And now that it's here, I'm just doing it. I'm going all out, and you can't worry about what people say or think about you. Really, you just have to be yourself and be exactly who you are, and just have fun with it.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Well, guys, we have our other guest that's going to enter into the building. She is the Parents Against Bullying. She stands in the no bully zone. We're blowing the whistle on bullies tonight. How about this? Parents Against Bullying out of Virginia have an experience. Parents Against Bullying, which is Miss Beautiful Miller White. She had an experience, a horrible experience, right? Occurrence that happened a few years ago with her daughter. Shanta turned a negative into a positive and vowed to do everything in her power to prevent another child, family, or community from going through what her family endured. And as you were saying, PINkFanFur, sometimes we have people that actually, I don't care at what level, it could go from young to old, corporate to, entrepreneurship or whatever it may be. So let me go ahead and introduce to some and present to others the beautiful Mrs. Miller White. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Oh,
Hello.
God. We told her, Sandra, that you need some of those Crocs.
Yes, ma'am. I need some no bully zone Crocs. I can't wait to see how they're going to turn out. Because I'm excited about it. I'm a girly girl, so I love bling.
I got you.
We all here love the bling, y'all. We love
yes.
the bling. So thanks, PINkFanFur, for the encouragement and insight on addressing bullying. So we have Miss Miller here tonight, PINkFanFur, and her daughter was bullied. And she also have a program called Parents Against Bullying. I'm going to show you guys some pictures that I think is super cute as well. But let's go ahead and show this video really quick, and then we'll jump back into this.
So this is Method Man right here. I just received this wonderful t-shirt. It says Method Man on the back. It says hashtag PAB, no bully zone. PAB stands for Parents Against Bullying. None of my kids were bullied, thank goodness, but I know of kids that have been bullied, and it's not a great feeling. I mean, not only do they have to deal with school, but to have to deal with the bully at the same time. It sucks, and I don't think there's enough people that speak out enough. The schools aren't helping enough, but now we have this organization right here. Hashtag PAB, no bully zone. So if you see something, say something. All right? Bullies suck.
All right. As you can see, Method Man came on to represent for Parents Against Bullying. So if you can, Miss Miller, walk us a little bit, take us back.
Sure.
To what made you start this?
Sure. First of all, I want to say thank you. Thank you for this opportunity to be here with you guys, to grace your presence from Virginia to where you guys are located. I can't wait to hug your necks this weekend. Well, again, my name is Shanta Miller White. I'm the Executive Director of Parents Against Bullying. And I started this about 14 years ago. One of my twins was brutally attacked on the school bus by her bully. And I'm going to give you the short version. She was kicked in the head for a total of 17 minutes on the school bus by her bully. To where my daughter, they said 3 inches to the left, she would have died instantly on the bus. My daughter was 3 years free of seizures. She had epilepsy. She was like I said, a twin, and they were born prematurely. So one had epilepsy, and one had what they called febrile seizures, which would come on when she would have a fever. But this particular twin that was attacked by her bully, I ran home with her in my arms from that school bus, and I was a hairstylist. I owned a salon at the time, and I would take my kids to school. And this was the third week of the sixth grade. And so I wanted them to be acclimated. I thought, to be with their peers, get to know their peers and be big girls. That's what I thought. But this took place on the bus. I didn't know that this young lady was bullying my daughter. I didn't know what was going on. I think because it was two of them. It was twins that were talking amongst each other. And I didn't notice anything, differently because they were pretty okay and normal to me at the time. But that wasn't what the real deal was. And like I said, 17 minutes on the school bus. And at that time, I felt like it was my fault because I should have kept taking them to school in my own car. But then I had to realize, this happened for a reason. And from there, fast forwarding, I said, once I got my babies stable enough and my mind enough, back in 2012, if you think back, we weren't talking about bullying like we are now. It was not on the news all the time. It was not on the commercials. It was not anywhere because I couldn't even really find any information to help us. It was a lot of prayer. I laid on that floor days and nights, holding my daughter's hand because imagine your 11-year-old telling you she's not going to wake up in the morning because she don't want to be here anymore. So I did not want another parent to go left alone. I did not want another parent or a sister or sibling or anyone to feel like I felt or that my family felt. So, I said I wanted to have a family fun day. And I'm kind of, like I said, I'm fast forward. And I said I wanted to have a family fun day, like a cookout, and tell people, just come and, we're going to have some food and games. But they didn't know I was going to talk to them about what happened to my daughter and have some resources there for anybody that may need resources and let them know they're not alone if it was happening to them. Because like I said, I didn't have this information. So I wanted to tell them step by step what to do, what I did, and hopefully it helps to be proactive with their families and to educate them on what to do. And, the few tips that I did know, wanted to share that because I didn't want anybody else, like I said, to feel like we felt. And I didn't want anybody else to lose their kids because we're losing a lot of our children with this underlying thing, which is the bullying. So that's what happened in 2012. And 14 years later, I never thought I'd have a nonprofit. I never thought that I would be speaking in public about this. I never thought that I would be a mentor, any of that. I was fine behind the chair, just listening to others talk to me as a stylist. So that's kind of a brief synopsis of the birth of Parents Against Bullying, and I will not stop. And I like what you said earlier, PINkFanFur, is that you have to speak up and speak out, just like Method Man said. See something, say something, and this is our platform to make sure that they're safe enough or have a safe space to talk about that uncomfortable topic about bullying.
17 minutes.
Wow.
That's on the bus ride. It was 17 minutes total. So she was stopped and started again. And my baby was under. I heard about the details once we went to court, that she was balled under. She tried to tuck herself under the seat and block her head. But, she did, the girl just kept on.
What happened to the bully? I'm lost for words.
Well, that was her first offense. And like I said, this wasn't something that people really talked about publicly if it was happening. So it was a slap on the wrist. But, years later, when I got into really working with working in my nonprofit, I ended up working with a lot of probation parole officers. And that particular parole officer saw me and said, I remember you. It was years later. And she said, you said. And I tried to ask the judge, could I be this young lady's mentor, believe it or not. I said, my kids were probably not going to like me. But I said, hurt people hurt people. Mm-hmm. Something that she was screaming for. So I wanted to, when you don't look good, you don't feel good. And I wanted to do her hair and kind of make her feel, like a young lady or a beautiful young lady, which she was. But, I wanted to do that. But they didn't allow me. But it was a slap on the wrist to answer your question. There wasn't really much that happened. But years later, her track record ran a little long. It was the beginning of it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And Steve, you said something. You said that you wanted to reach out to her because hurt people hurt people. So it was something, she was inflicting her pain onto others. And
Absolutely.
that's the thing, when we dig a little deep, you'll find out that the bully once was probably bullied, or the bully once was probably traumatized by something, right? So that's why you want to get to the root cause. That's why when I saw the video the other day, guys, this thing touched me so deep. I had to share it with Shanta. Young lady was being bullied. It went as far as the bully made up a fake page on Instagram about her and said that she was going to blow up the school. This 13-year-old girl was arrested in front of everybody, put in handcuffs and everything. And they hauled her off to jail for 11 days. Okay. This young lady had to stay in jail for 11 days for something that she did not do. It took them 2 months to kind of like investigate and see. And it happened right under our city, right in Pembroke Pines. Right in Pembroke Pines. But just to know that this young lady is going to be devastated for the rest of her life, because guess what? She had to go, she was humiliated in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Not just that, her mom, and now the school knew that she was being bullied. But what happens? So when you have a fan like you, PINkFanFur, and you see, because we know how it goes, sister, we know how it go at the games. Because sometimes I found myself in the middle of bullying. And I had to, I didn't care if it was a male or female. When you talking about our children, oh, the antennas go up. So what is it like if you were to see a bully at a game?
Was that directed to me?
Yes.
So I have seen that. I have been the recipient of that. And that has kind of given me a little apprehension as far as going to away games. I went to, I'm not going to say the team, but I went to a game in 2016, and there were very few far in between us Panthers fans there. But this particular, the people who were around us were very rude and obnoxious, and just ruthless, basically, and I think we had went to get a snack or something, and then we come back, and of course our team was losing, and that's when they really get pompous and they really get this whole big-headed thing going on, and we're walking through, you got to walk through all of these people to get to your seats, and people are just like really just degrading, like ruthless, and just they won't move out the way. They try to spill drinks on you.
Yep.
And
I bet I can't even tell you what team it is, but I'll email it to you. I can almost tell you what team that is. Yeah.
I will never go back to that stadium again, simply because of those fans are just so ruthless and pompous. It's ridiculous that they have to carry on like that. I mean, you're already winning, so it wasn't a welcoming atmosphere to be in that particular stadium. Now, I've been in several stadiums, and I know which fans and which teams fans are not as bad. I know which teams have really good fans and really accommodating fans. Like, we're not like that. We're very friendly and accommodating, and we show you that Southern hospitality kind of a thing down in our, stadium. We don't do that, but in that particular stadium, it was a very distraught kind of a feeling for me, and we just had to get the heck up out of there. We felt so bad that we left probably around the end of the third quarter, just so we can get the heck up out of there, because it was like we were getting beat up on. Not only beat up on in the stands, but beat up on the field. So it's like, we're out of here. And so I know how that is, and it's very disheartening. It's very discouraging. Keeps you from wanting to go to away games just because of something like that.
Well, all stadiums is like not like that, Sissy's son came up with this saying, don't get 86-32. So we don't want to get 36-82, and that means we have, 86-32. You have 32 teams, right? And you don't want to get kicked out the stadium when they walking you out the stadium. But the thing is, hearing this, Shanta, it's not just at a kid's level. it can go to any level. Even especially what happens when it happens in the corporate world. Say, for instance, you're an educator. You know, what happens if you see not just a kid being bullied? What happens if you see another educator getting bullied, or maybe the custodian guy, one of the kids, because you know sometimes the kids can be, kind of loose with their mouth. So what happens if you were to see that?
It's I don't know, because when PINkFanFur was talking, I was saying it's bad, that the society that we live in, you can't go to a game, you can't send your kids to school, you can't go to work and just do your job without being attacked with something. And it doesn't all the time have to be physical bullying. It can be emotional bullying.
Correct.
Which I think is the worst bullying. Bullying is bad all the way around. But emotional bullying, I think, is worse than the physical bullying. But it's just disheartening. And then to know that someone is being bullied and then they just get a slap on the wrist.
Yeah.
I think that's the part that bothers me.
Mm-hmm.
And I think sometimes people just pick and choose the situation on how they want to handle the situation. Should we give them the extreme, or should we just give them a Band-Aid? So, yeah, it's
unthinkable.
I'll just be speechless sometimes,
If I can say something, a few things. One is they say the statistics states that 57% of the times when you speak up, bullying stops. So the bully doesn't like for you to stand up to them. That's number one. Someone was asking the question about why don't more people stand up? Well, if they knew that if you stand up, then 57% of the time the bully would stop. Not to put yourself in any harm's way or anything like that, but 57% of them. That's why we have to teach to speak up and know how to find a safe space or safe person to speak to about it, whether that's an adult or a child, because of the fact that bullying has no age on it. And then also people need to educate themselves on the different types of bullying. Like you said, there's mental, physical, cyber, and the list goes on. It's no longer the taking the lunch money type of a bullying type of situation anymore. And the other piece is that's why we get so involved here with Parents Against Bullying, because of the fact that we get involved with changing the laws. And I'm glad to say that a lot of these laws are changing. I know in our state and across the world, you just have to stay tapped in and not be afraid to speak up about this. And it goes hand in hand with domestic violence. Gang violence. Gangs are just organized bullies. And I want people to understand that. And that's the other piece, because some people think it's just somebody, like I said, taking the lunch money. But even if you think back, or if you look back on a lot of these school shootings, if you read them, 9 times out of 10, that person has been bullied. Is that stating that they wasn't supposed to do it? I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that that's a reason for them to do it. But if you just look at those things that go hand in hand together with the underlying thing, which is bullying, then you'll start and educate yourself on that. Then you'll understand why it's so serious, that we must take a stand, that we must speak up, because there's too many things that goes with that are affecting our every age, our society today.
Now, what happens when a school knows about it?
Well, I know in the state of Virginia, the law states that they only have 24 hours to notify the parents now, or there is a possible fine plus jail time. So we're not playing in Virginia. I'm not sure about everybody else, but there's some other states are picking it up. But when you start like I said, having those laws changed and putting your input and holding people accountable, then things start moving.
Wow.
That accountability thing is exceptional, because in a lot of the stadiums now, I'm seeing that, if you're sitting around a bunch of people who's unruly and ruthless and just doing the wrong thing, you can just text, you text on your phone, text whatever to the text number that they have, because they have it on the banner in the stadium. So now that's a good thing, because they didn't have that back in the day when I went. But that's holding people accountable is what we need to start doing here.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But like the young man said, you know, you have some adults that see it and won't say anything. Some just probably think that, you know, I don't want to get involved. It's not me. I don't have nothing to do with it. That is the wrong attitude to have, because someone may be afraid. That person who's ever getting bullied may be afraid to say something, you know, and they're looking to see, like, just like a little kid, you know, because it could be an adult, but still haven't healed, and the kids, you know, still an adult, but an unhealed kid that's inside that adult, and may not want to say anything, and may need the people that's around them to speak up for them. But sometimes, you know, hey, and it don't just happen at the pro level, PINkFanFur. When we're from the University of Miami, when we used to go to FSU, whew, and we had the longest walk through their I don't know what you call it, but to get to their stadium, it was horrible.
Wow.
You know, and again, so it's at the collegiate level. And again, I don't even think it stopped there. I think it trickled down all the way to what? Even the little league level, because you have people out there that's betting on these games, and then it could go from there to, you know, someone saying something and they just go, I mean, from zero, like the kids say, 0 to 100
real quick.
Yeah, real quick, right? But it's good to have programs that's, you know, that's speaking out about this, and not just safe spaces are very, very, very important.
Absolutely.
Because sometimes our kids is not going to talk to us. They're going to go talk to an outsider. Because guess what? As parents, you know, sometimes we could be bullies.
Yes, you can start at home. And that's the other piece. You have to check yourself. Check your own home. And, you know, when you were saying something about people looking at it and seeing it happen and don't say nothing, it's because we need to build the village back. Where's the village? No longer is it lifting your windows up and saying something. They pulling the shades down and ignoring it, closing the windows. You know, we need the village back. And that means all over the place, wherever you may be, not just in your homes, outside of the homes. So that's the importance about our mission. Building that village back, making sure that people are okay with being okay, with not being okay, but what are we going to do to be okay? And that's our mission, and we have to continue to push that on every age level.
I think you also have to continue to push the education and awareness too, because, you know, like you said, you know, people may not, they may not understand that they might be suffering from the Stockholm syndrome thing, or the, you know, the thing that carries over. They may not know that they might be experiencing that. And so I think the education and awareness has to be at the forefront of our conversations about anti-bullying campaigns and things like that. And like you said, in the home, unfortunately, I have dealt with a lot of instances in my career, my professional career, in that respect, where I have seen so many kids be abused and bullied at home, having to be in the military for 20 years. I used to be the chief of the family advocacy over at Fort Jackson, and there was a lot going on the military base. And, you know, you gotta start in the home. You gotta educate and provide those resources, information, and services to anybody who you might feel like might be in that position, but also come in from a standpoint of prevention as well.
Right.
And even going back to what you were saying, Shanta, it takes a village.
Yeah.
But what happens when you try to intercede, and then now you're the target of being the intercession of something that you're trying to protect somebody from? So it's kind of, and I get it. It's kind of double standard, and I totally agree. It does take a village, but you have some parents or some people that'll tell you quick, mind your business.
Yeah.
Well, I guess what my grandmother used to say to me coming up is, we know that you're not going to stop talking. I'm one of those ones. I will go up against the best of them, the toughest, the killers, the whatever. They know that they call me Shawnee. They know that Shawnee's coming. I don't care where it is. So I know that I have protection. God's going to protect me either way. And it's already written how it's going to be. So I'm not going to stop talking, and I'm going to keep talking. If cancer couldn't take my voice, I'm not going to let no man or woman take my voice. So you got to be stern enough and be able to stand up enough and be strong enough to stand up and speak out. And that's just what it is. And we take a chance every day that we step outside of our doors So you have to take a chance at, whatever it is that you are strong enough to stand up against, and just pray that you're able to continue to stand, and that you're covered and standing. And that's the only thing I can say about that, because I don't allow anybody to have me afraid to say anything or stand for anybody. You stand for nothing, you fall for anything, right?
That's it. That's it. That's
what
it.
it is. I'm coming with the blows. I don't know anything else. That's just how I was raised.
Oh, but that's me. So I'm not that parent that's just gonna sit back and not say anything.
That's right.
No, that's not me.
But, I think you mentioned it, Sandra, as far as some of those parents who come to you and say, well, mind your business. Well, no, I'm not going to mind my business, because we're talking about children here.
Yeah,
you are my business.
Children are minors. They can't defend themselves. And so we as adults, as you indicated, we have to do something. And I'm going to do something if I see it. Whether that involves calling the authorities, or talking to the kid myself, or whatever kind of means that I can do to intervene. I'm not going to just not do anything and mind my own business.
Mm-hmm.
We can't get away from that.
I'll also say I've had over the years, I cannot even count how many moms, aunts, uncles, grandfathers, dads, whomever have reached out when they didn't feel like they were strong enough to do it. And that's what we're here for. We advocate all over the world. And if we need to come in and be that advocate to stand for you, then that's what we do. Or we'll connect you with someone that can help stand with you and for you. So that's the other piece. If you don't feel like you're strong enough to do it, there's people out here like Parents Against Bullying team that's able to stand up against whatever it may be.
Absolutely. And this is what I wanted to share with you guys too, because we're focusing on bullies, right? I shared this before, but I was a bully. I bullied my kid's father. It wasn't like I bullied people around me. I really bullied my kid's father. And it came from a place of that hurt child that we talked about. I had an unforeseen thing happen to me when I was 10 years old. And if he touched me a certain way, that was a trigger. So it wasn't just the putting my hands on him. It was the verbal as well, and I didn't understand it at the time. However, we need to get the bullies some help too. So that's one of the things I said, because we have a lot of people that's in adult bodies, but that kid inside of them, that 9, 10, 11-year-old child that was traumatized, was not healed and need some type of healing. So we don't need to beat the bully up. However, you want to make sure that you get into the root cause of the bullying. Not saying that the bullying does not deserve consequences, because I almost landed myself in jail one of the times, because the police came and she said, well, I should be I called the police and I was the bully, and she said, well, I should be taking you to jail, and he was like begging her, please. And again, it's like we have to get not just the mental. It's so very, very important, because it's so, you said it, PINkFanFur. You said you grew up in the military, and you had the kids and the domestic violence. All type of things happen everywhere, from the I say from the rooter to the tutor. It happens. Sometimes people are not talking about the things that's happening to them. They're suppressing them. And then when a trigger comes up, you're thinking that person was the actual person who did the hurting, and it's not. So you got to be able to heal first. First, you got to be able to admit, this is what I see in myself. I need some help. You said it wasn't talked about back then.
Hold yourself accountable, like you said. Hold yourself accountable.
Exactly.
Identifying yourself what things that ain't right. What if it's some things in you that don't seem right, and that.
Right.
If you're bullying somebody, obviously you're gonna have a feeling inside your body. You're gonna feel it physically somewhere, whether it's a good feeling or a bad feeling. But if it's a good feeling that you're bullying somebody inside your body,
something wrong.
Yes.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. Because when I'm telling you, it was just the trigger, and it was like, I can't believe I hurt the man that I say I love.
Yeah. Parents Against Bullying does, we do not leave out the bully. Let me do say that. And that's why we partner with several wraparound services, meaning that we connect them with if they need mental health, if they need, they might need housing, they might need food. You just never know what's going on. And we make sure that we have a plethora of things resources that we can connect them to get to the root of the problem and can try our best to connect them with what it is that they need. And when we have a situation, we follow these families and these, anyone that comes to us, we follow them. We don't just talk to them one time, email them one time. No, we follow them through, and that's a connection forever and ever. Amen. And so we do not leave out the bully because of the fact that no one is born a bully. That's a learned behavior. Something has happened, like we have been saying here tonight. Something has happened for you to become the bully. So therefore, we want to make sure that we are identifying and tapping into that traumatic experience that you may have had and what you're going through. So we definitely do not leave out the bully. So let me just say that as well.
Absolutely, because it's needed. But I don't know, Shanta. PINkFanFur got the beauty stuff going on over there. You missed her pitch. I don't know if you watched the show.
I was watching.
See all of that cuteness. Okay, she said 3 hours. Okay, it takes her to get dressed. But just to see what she's doing as well, because I saw that you have the little doll. Shanta also wrote a book. She also wrote a book. Shanta is also, listen, this is how I found her. I never heard of neck cancer. Never heard of it. When I watched her story, I didn't even know anything about the bullying. When I watched her story, I just was like, whoa, to see where this woman come from, guys. Oh my God. I'm talking about, it wasn't just neck, it was neck and head, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Head and neck cancer.
And she's a survivor. She here, y'all.
Yes, this is my 5th year. Come on, PINkFanFur.
Wow.
Yes.
Amazing.
For her, PINkFanFur, make a nice little costume.
Yeah, let's pretend like it's some music on here. Hey.
Yeah.
We blew the whistle on cancer.
Yes.
Right.
Cancer is a bully. Y'all gotta remember. I told you it goes with a lot of different things. It tried to bully you.
Medical conditions. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Medical providers.
Yes.
Medical providers.
God is so good, y'all. He's faithful. He is faithful. Great evening, all the way from the Bahamas. Wagwan, my gal. My sis, all the way from Bahamas. All right, guys, we're right here at the end of our show. I would love to go on, but as we know, we're having this amazing event this Saturday, and we will be honoring the beautiful Shanta Miller-White. Guys, it's going down in Duval. Y'all like to say it, but Dolphins on the day.
Duval.
But I love my Jaguars too, though. As long as they're not playing the Dolphins, I'm just torn. How about that? We're going to show some love to Duval this weekend. Yes. We are in the building September 14th. Doors open at 4 o'clock. Tailgate and tea time, guys. It is going down. And Sissy came up with this nice little thing. Shanta, I don't know if I told Shanta, but you're going to get it now. Sissy, tell her what the second part is.
It's the tailgate, sneaking in, representing your team. So that means you got to represent your football team. If you want to do the collegiate level, that's fine. But I'll be repping the Chargers.
Yes. So whatever your favorite team is, make sure you put something in your suitcase so you can definitely dress down. The event is a very formal event, black tie event, guys. We're going all out in Duval. Thank you. You know you're more than welcome to come back at any time, PINkFanFur. Because listen, I even told PINkFanFur she has to bring us to North Carolina.
Oh yes, absolutely. We're gonna show you how it's done.
With our tailgate and tea time this here. Big up, sis. All right. But the thing is, moms. Moms is mothers of motivated sons. We started this a couple of years ago. We've been doing it for so long. However, there's a need for moms who have been through some things, right? On each level, from the pro level, the collegiate level, the high school level, the peewee level. I don't know what they call it now, little league level. But it's not just for athletes' mom. It's any mom that's out there that motivated her sons. We're boy moms. I don't know about you, PINkFanFur. You have.
I'm a girl mom.
I'm a girl mom too.
Oh,
I
that's
got,
so
I
great.
got a grandson. I have 2 grandsons, so okay.
All right, there you go.
More
There you
grand
go. I have 2 sons, and Sissy have
3.
All right, but moms, we make it happen, y'all. Y'all know that to be true. We are the unsung heroes. No dips, no shout out. No shots to dad. We know dads hold it down as well. But one of the things about moms, we want to be able to take this tailgate and tea time to each city, and we have so many areas where we come from. You have a mental health therapist, Shanta. We have a surgeon. We have a Panthers ex-pro cheerleader. We also have our sons. They come out to the event. Unfortunately, Sandra's son won't be there because he'll be playing the following day. We have the NFL moms. Who else? We have NIL consultant. Now we have parents of bullying. Parents against bullying. You just want to bring, like you said, it takes a village. It takes a village. And anytime that you could come together and put things together and pour it out to the people that's needed, because we have platforms.
Yes.
We have people that surround us. We have hurting people that surround us. So we want to just make sure that we shed the light and love on people. Love the hell out of people at all costs. Excuse my French, but that's it right there. At the end of the day, we need to love on people, because you never know what somebody is going through. Never, ever. So we're going to give you ladies, starting with you, PINkFanFur, what words of encouragement would you like to leave with the audience on tonight?
Well, first of all, I just want to say thank you for this invite. I really had a good time. This is a great platform to have this conversation, long overdue conversation. So I appreciate you. And I appreciate all the ladies on the panel and all the great things that you're doing in the community. It's about community and unity. And my thing is, see something, say something. Don't be afraid to talk to people. Create a safe space for yourself. Utilize some of those resources out there. 988 is one. Utilize, organizations such as yours, Parents Against Bullying, and all those other nonprofit organizations or faith-based organizations. Is just tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell a teacher, tell someone who you trust.
Yes.
And don't tolerate it. And just because someone bullies you, that does not mean that that's your definition of who you are. You are the definition of who you are, defined by you yourself. You define who you are. People who bully you do not define who you are as a person.
Amen. That's good. Come on, Shanta.
I want to say that the thing that I try to share a lot of the times, that means push. Patience, understanding, stability to handle our business. Make sure that you handle your business by speaking up and speaking out no matter what. And always know that if you're not okay, it's okay. But what are we going to do together to be okay? So that's what I want you guys to continue to remember is push, patience, understanding, stability to handle your business. And y'all definitely are handling your business. So let's keep it going.
That's it. Thank you. Come on, Sissy said. I don't know what to say coming behind these 2 ladies.
I know
what to say.
Bullying for me, meanings is a sign of weakness. So if you see something, say something. And again, it takes a village. Be that person to intercede whenever you see something. It may not be your child or your relative that's being bullied, but if it was, what would you do? You would want someone to do the same thing that you're trying to do to stop the bullying against others. So again, see something, say something, speak up.
And that's it. And I love what Shanta said. It's okay not to be okay, but let's find out what we can do to be okay. again, guys, like everyone said here, it takes a village, not just to raise kids, but it takes a village in a sense of this bullying thing because it's happening so much. So disheartening what I saw with the young girl. I'm still trying to reach out to her mom, Shanta, because that was so sad to see that girl that happened to her. And again, just be careful out here what we're doing to others, because the thing about it, that bully didn't realize that she was going to fall in that hole that she dug for the young lady. So now guess what happens? Who really lose? I mean, everybody lose here. A mother lose their child because guess what? She has to face the consequences of her actions. So excuse me, let's just try to be kind and loving to one another, period, at all costs, because you never know again what somebody's going through. So y'all, come on, let's go ahead and send the people. Let's love on each other. Y'all know we virtually, so y'all send me some virtual hugs. Come on, virtual huggies, and I'm gonna give y'all some hearts, PINkFanFur and Shanta. Oh, I gave y'all some hearts. Love you guys here. And it had to happen. We cannot do this without each and every one of you. Guys, meet me here tomorrow for our prayer broadcast, Girls Talk. Oh, y'all see it? She wants y'all to see that. Go ahead. Stand up, PINkFanFur. Go ahead. Show them the outfit you got on. Are you dressed? Come on, let us see. Let us see. All right, Carolina Panthers.
Carolina Panthers.
And Fans United. You see it behind her. Fans United. PINkFanFur also, she makes outfits, guys. She makes the costumes, guys. Oh, and you make the hair too?
Yes, I'd make the hair, makeup, all the face gems, all that. Makeup.
You heard it here. It had to happen. And also, guys, you have my sissy that makes the bling Crocs. Get at her, 10K Creations. She's all over social media. And then you have Shanta here, Parents Against Bullying. She wrote a book. Come on, show us that book. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Y'all come ready. That's exactly what I'm talking about. So make sure you bring some to Jacksonville with you.
Yes, ma'am.
Definitely.
Anybody needs, make sure y'all check us out at www.pabkids.org.
All right. Come on, PINkFanFur.
PINkFanFur.com, PINkFanFur@gmail.com, and on Facebook and Instagram at PINkFanFur.
All right.
Heard it here. Come on, sissy, give us yours.
Oh, at 10K Creations, IG and Facebook.
You know you got to spell it out for the folks, girl.
The number 10, 2 Ks, REATIONZ.
All right, guys, you heard it here. It had to happen. We got all the entrepreneurs up in here. We got some amazing things going on. We have moms. We have Parents Against Bullying. We have PINkFanFur. Listen, 10K Create. Y'all don't mess with us. Ooh, listen, women are some powerful creatures, y'all. Ooh, we put our minds together. I'm telling y'all, empires. But love, y'all. We can't do this without each and every one of you. I started out saying by meet me back here tomorrow at 6:30 for our prayer broadcast, Girls Talk Tuesday with Dr. B. And actually, Kelly Davis, she was the the former Carolina Panther cheerleader, and her husband is the surgeon, and they will be here tomorrow with me at 6:30. And Wednesdays and Thursdays, I open up the floor to guests like PINkFanFur and Shanta. Guys, book at www.authorericawilson.com. I'd love to have you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, guys, and the notification button. It will let you guys know every time we go live. And it had to happen. Let me hear y'all ladies say it had to happen.
It had to happen.
Do know this is an open floor. You guys more than welcome. You ladies more than welcome to come back at any time. All you have to do is hit that link, book, and we will love to have you here at It Had to Happen. Mothers of Motivated Sons. God bless you all. Have the most amazing week ever, guys. Until next time, we love you. We blew the whistle today, ladies. We blew the whistle. Bullying. All right. God bless you all. Until next time. Bye-bye.
Ladies.
Bye-bye.
Peace out.